Good afternoon. This is Renata Hillman. I'm the secretary with MANA, Midwives Alliance of North America, and we're going to spend a little time chatting with Miss Sherri Daigle. She is going to be one of our presenters at the MANA Gold Online Conference, our very first one that we're having in October. Good afternoon, Sherri. Would you please share with us what you're going to be sharing with everybody come October?
Greetings from Louisiana, Renata. It's good to see you again. So I'm Sherri Daigle. I'm a licensed midwife and have been for over 30 years in Louisiana. Love what I do to this day. Love helping moms. I not only have a license, I'm also a master's in social work and very interested in the idea of mental health as it pertains to pregnancy. So what I found over the years was medical problems were not the problem, and pregnancy problems were not the problem, and nutrition problems were not really the problem. The problem more often was a woman's anxiety level that she was completely unaware of. And you know the saying that fish don't see the water they swim in? So a lady will sit down with you and be expressing all of these fears that are they're not going to happen. If they do, we're going to address them. And we got used to addressing each of the fears and started to look at the problem in a whole different way. If I could help her to address her anxiety so that when the fears come up, she is the one who addresses them and puts them back to sleep. So I think that there were some things that happened along the way with my mental health career, and they kind of got woven into my midwifery. So I got used to the way I would address it with people and kind of pick it apart and then help them to have the tools to deal with it. So I would like to use some of those things, and trauma, of course, there are things that happen that people have to have been taken care of their whole life long, and they may come up in a pregnancy. But short of that, anxiety is so common in the world we live in, especially with COVID and all of those concerns. So I just want to share a few of those things and help midwives to build a toolkit. You know, we are not a mental health provider, but we might be the first interface this lady has ever seen and is ever able to talk about with these things. So I want to do that and share some of these things with other midwives.
That is great, Sherri. Sherri will be joining us on the first day of our conference, in which she'll give her presentation on anxiety and trauma in pregnancy to help all of us midwives learn to help mamas work through that, hopefully before the birthday and for the rest of their life too. She will also be joining us on our second day of our conference in a discussion that we will be having about how to balance the practice of midwifery. As those of the women that come into midwifery and already are in midwifery, balancing midwifery as a business in a real life needs a whole toolkit of its own. So thank you, Sherri. We look forward to seeing you in October again. And I invite everybody to go to mana.org and check out what's coming up for our first MANA Gold Online Conference in October. Thank you, Sherri.
Thank you.